Hi, it's Pinky here with some tips for you if you have a newborn and a toddler and you're finding that you're spending so much time feeding your baby and your toddler's getting a little bit upset about the time that you're spending with your baby. Now, just imagine if your partner came home with somebody new and said, "You're a big girl now. You don't really need so much attention, but this new person, she's just new on the block, and you're going to have to be gentle with her, and you're going to have to share your things with her, and you're going to have to wait because she's going to need a lot of attention." Wouldn't go down so well, would it? So just pop yourself, often when it's, you're having difficulty with what can I do with my child? Your child isn't being a problem. Think of it as your child's having a problem. Try and put yourself in your child's space and see, okay, he's having a problem. She's having a problem. What can we do? Not, he's being a problem and I'm trying to feed the baby. Um, you know, it is difficult because at the beginning, you're recovering from birth. You're tired. You're spending a lot of time with this little baby and you still have a toddler who needs you quite a lot. So feeding times are times when it can be really difficult. So here's a few tips just to make it a bit easier. So set up a feeding station, set up a corner for feeding times, set up a basket for yourself with goodies in it that you might need, but also set up a corner with special things for your toddler, snacks, drinks, storybooks, a scrapbook and crayons. I actually found one of those big writing pads from the $2 shop with, sketch pads and crayons because crayons don't stain like texters do. Sit up and draw with them. That can be really fun. You draw if you've got a free hand, or let your toddler scribble with the crayons and let them tell you all about it. I like that squiggly blue line. That's really, really big. Or come up with something like that. Just notice what they're doing and talk about what they're doing. You could get them a big cardboard box that they can actually fit into and give them crayons to sit in the cardboard box and draw in the cardboard box with their crayons. That can be really fun too. And it can keep them going for quite a while and get a good bit of food, baby feeding done while they're doing that. Set up some songs on your phone so that they can dance around and sing. A booby box might be a box of toys that you only bring out for feeding time, and rotate those toys, rotate the activities. They don't need a lot of stuff because they just throw it everywhere. Just a small amount of toys that you swap over. So have different boxes set up. Little packages or busy bags. So you've got some brown paper lunch bags and you can put some little activities in. Maybe you put a little juice box in. Maybe you put a little packet of sultanas or a little snack bag in there, tiny little one. Surprises might be some stickers. If you Google busy bags, you'll actually find lots of great ideas. Icipole sticks with Velcro dots on them that they can actually stick together and make things. That can be really great fun too. If you've got a crafty grandma or friend, ask them if they'll make some busy bags for you. Send them some links. That's a really good baby present when somebody's got a second child or they're having a baby and they've already got a toddler, a small child. Sit on the floor or sit on the big bed as you feed, because then your toddler can sit next to you, or you can help them a little bit with their building, with their blocks. It can be a nice snuggly time to read stories, but sitting on the big bed, you've actually got space. Or else sitting on the floor, play Simon Says. If your child's old enough to understand, doesn't matter if they're right or wrong. Simon says, put your hands on your head. Simon says, put your hands on your shoulders. Simon says, touch your nose. You can play that game. You're interacting with your toddler. The baby won't mind. And it's just going to help you get through that time. And one thing that I found really, really helpful was to set up an activity the night before, so that first thing in the morning when you come out, your toddler comes out and they've got something to get into and start playing with. Setting up an activity the night before, they can come out and start playing. So once they're in bed, come up. And in my book, Toddler Tactics, I've actually got lots of ideas for activities and things you can set up the night before. So that can be great. You feed your baby outside if the weather's warm enough. Let your toddler paint the fence with a bucket of water. Not a big bucket because toddlers are top heavy and they can trip and fall into it, but a nice small plant pot or a basin and a house-sized paintbrush, and let them paint the fence or the steps or the outdoor furniture. Maybe give them some sponges with soap and water and let them wash their trike or wash the chairs outside. Something that's going to keep them going for a while. It's tactile and it's going to be fun if it's warm enough for you, and you get to sit and feed that baby in peace. But it's about being creative, isn't it? And if you have set up an activity the night before and you get started in the morning, you can actually get yourself dressed once you're well enough to get out and about, and you can go out in the backyard or you can take them for a walk and you can play with them, and the baby can either sleep in a wrap or sleep in the pram, and you can spend some time with your toddler if you've got that first little feed over and done with. So that can help you. Hope those ideas for feeding your baby when you've got a toddler will help you just get through with a little bit more peace of mind.